And yellow. Welcome to the Mango Grove, everybody. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin USD analysis video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are, Bitcoin USD on the 4-hour time frame. Now I have pulled this up to just highlight the two zones that I want to be focusing on in this video, okay? So we have the red zone right here, and just for your reference, the upper threshold of the zone is about 8,600, and the lower is at about 8,500. Now that is the red zone that I'm looking at, and then the second one is all the way down at about 8,000 to 7,800. Okay, now I'm going to be going over these two zones because I really want to drive in the significance of what is happening here in terms of Bitcoin's support. Okay, so now just to put things into perspective, you know, for those of you who have been watching my videos or who have watched my videos in the past, you know that I am Confluence Queen along with being Pattern Queen. I love playing any sort of zone of support or resistance that has a lot of confluence in there. Okay, so now that you see the two zones, let's work our way backwards. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the monthly time frame. And here it is, guys. So just to clear out, to make things a little more neat, I'm just going to knock off my EMA, and I'm actually also going to knock off my lines. I want to draw your attention, okay, to the Tenkin on the monthly. Okay, now if you cannot see the scale on the side, you can view my data window. That's why I have it open in this video. Just look at the conversion line. That conversion line there, that is the Tenkin. Okay, that is 8,500. So the Tenkin on the monthly is sitting at 8,500, and notice, guys, that price has popped up over that monthly Tenkin. Now question is, in the next 9 to 10 days, can we close over the monthly Tenkin? So when I was doing my analysis, I'm like, all right, monthly Tenkin at around 8,500. Is there anything else on the monthly that we have in this zone right here? So I went on over to my EMAs and my MAs, and guess what I found? I found that the 10 simple moving average, once again, look at the data window if you want to have a good kind of clear view of where that 10 simple moving average is at. That is at 8,513. The Tenkin, as well as the 10 simple moving average, is sitting in that zone right there, that 8,500 zone. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my lines back on. There we go. Once again, it's in confluence with that red zone that I had highlighted on my 4-hour chart. That's the same zone that price just bounced right off of, okay, on the 4-hour time frame. Like, it was a clean bounce. We broke into that zone, and we had a nice big bullish engulfing candle undoing the past 3 days worth of price action. Okay, now that we have established significance of that 8,600 to the 8,500 zone on the monthly chart, I want to bring you guys to the weekly chart because there is confluence. And here we go. Now, just to keep things neat and tidy, I'm going to go ahead and remove my drawing tools. All right, because I want to draw your attention to the Tenkin as well as the Kijun that has converged at this point right here. Okay, now what is that point? Now, if you really want to get a good sort of eye on that, just look at my data window on the right-hand side. You will see my conversion line, okay, which is my Tenkin, and the baseline, which is the Kijun. The Tenkin is sitting at 8,483, and the Kijun is sitting at around 8,500. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring my drawing tools back on. I have my red line. It's sitting there around that Tenkin as well as the Kijun. That is confluence at around the 8,500 level, okay? Confluence on Bitcoin's next major support underneath it. Okay, 8,500, the same level that we bounced off on that 4-hour chart, is right here. It's the weekly Kijun as well as the weekly Tenkin. Now, this is where the upper threshold of the zone comes into play. Okay, now this is the 8,600 level. Now, why am I giving this so much importance? This is essentially, once again, drawing tools back off. This is essentially the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud. This is cloud support on Bitcoin's weekly chart. All right, now why do I think this is important? This bottom of the cloud at 8,600? Because if you just zoom out, guys, just zoom out on Bitcoin's weekly chart, switch that Ichimoku cloud back on. All right, for those of you who do not know the settings, it is 20, 60, 120, 30. Those are the Ichimoku settings that we are using here at Mango. Okay, those are the double settings. Switch those back on, and I want you to see how price has reacted off of that weekly Ichimoku cloud. Just take a minute and look at it. Bitcoin actually did an edge to edge on the Ichimoku cloud. In fact, I remember Sean had a daily video where he had called out this play as soon as price started to show weakness and we popped back into the cloud for the second time. He said, guys, Bitcoin may very well do an edge to edge on the cloud, inside the cloud. And holy hell, we did it. Like, when he said it at this point, I remember laughing at him. I'm like, there's no way. There is no way. I mean, just look at what we did right here. Just look at that parabolic move. You're telling me that Bitcoin is going to make a 50% retracement? You're out of your mind, man. But what do you know, guys? Now in hindsight, I'm like, I should have just played the damn cloud. I stood to make so much. What is that? That is about 54%. Okay, so Bitcoin has made that edge to edge on the Ichimoku cloud, on the weekly cloud. But notice how we have been holding it as support since. I mean, I think it's too coincidental. Like, just right here, we managed to pop back up, you know? Even right here, pop back up again. I mean, look at how this is a very, very tight range for Bitcoin right here within the cloud. But we have trended so well in the cloud, like it's too much of a coincidence at this point. So for the next weekly close, I am looking for price to close over that 8,600 level. I want Bitcoin to get supported on that cloud like it has been doing for the past 6 to 7 months now. All right, we have been in that cloud, we have not broken. So I'm looking for that, I am looking for that strength, a break below it. I don't know, man. So we're gonna have a break, all right, below the weekly cloud, plus we're gonna be making possibly a lower high. But if Bitcoin wants to kind of maintain its bullish momentum that it has been doing for the past 2 weeks, I want to see a close over the Tenkin, the Kijun, and more importantly, I want it to get supported on the cloud. So this is the weekly. Do we have anything else on maybe the 4-day? So put your drawing tools back on. I'm going to put my drawing tools back on. My bad. But what do we have here, guys? We have, once again, Ichimoku cloud. We have the bottom of the cloud. The bottom of the cloud is sitting at around 8,500. Just look at my window right here. Okay, that number right there is the bottom of the cloud, 8,500. Once again, confluence, guys, confluence. So 4-day, we have confluence there. What about the 3-day? And once again, this is the 3-day bottom of the cloud as well. Once again, the same number, 8,500. All right, now that that's been established, anything on the 2-day? Let's go. Okay, nothing on the 2-day, but we do. This is why I have this yellow line highlighted right here. This is the 8,300, 8,400 level, which is the 2-day Kijun. And I'm going to be going over that in a bit. Just bear with me, hang in there. All right, let's just get on over to the 12-hour. I just want to wrap this up quickly, so I'm just going to kind of just tell you all the levels of confluence. All right, so if you notice the 12-hour, guys, we have the Tenkin as well as the 21 EMA just sitting there at that zone, the 8,600 to 8,500 zone. So that is also, guys, support. That is added confluence in that area. And even if you zoom out, if you notice, Bitcoin, I mean, I believe it's lost its 21 EMA and stuff on the 4-hour and the 6-hour. But we have kind of broken that trend on those time frames. I believe this move right here, we may have very well just popped back over the 4-hour 21 EMA. However, the 4-hour trend has not kind of settled in yet. We don't know where it's going there. It could very well break down again. But what we need to note over here on the 12-hour, back to the 12-hour. But on the 12-hour, we are finding support on the Tenkin as well as the 21 EMA. So I think that is the most immediate time frame that Bitcoin is trending on right now. So we want Bitcoin's price to get supported around this region here if we have to continue the 12-hour trend. All right, so this is what we have on the 12-hour. Once again, confluence within this 8,500, 8,600 zone. Now, now that we have this, now question is, okay, there's two sides to this, of course. We either go up from here, right? We actually hold this as support and bounce right off of this, or we break it. Now question is, if we break it, where do we go next? So, and this is where I'm going to bring your eyes back onto the 2-day Kijun. All right, now this Kijun, it's not just the 2-day Kijun that we have sitting on this line here, which is at around 8,380, 8,400. It's not just the Kijun, but if you just zoom out, you'll notice that it is also guys, a major horizontal. Okay, just I want you to look at this line right here. This is the line that we're looking at. It's a major horizontal. So I'm like, okay, so that is the Kijun, and notice this right here too, guys. This is the previous bull market. Okay, this is the previous bull market. Notice how we got resisted here. This is about 25th November 2017. We found resistance here only to pop back up, and that's when we made a parabolic move of how much percent? That was about another 115%, give or take, up to 20K. So that, like I said, is not just the 2-day Kijun, that is also a major horizontal support right there at about this 8,400 region. Cool. So I'm saying that, all right, if we manage to break this zone, right, this nice beautiful red zone that we have highlighted that has a lot of confluence here, chances are we could find support here. However, if we do not find support along this 2-day Kijun, aka 8,400 level, we could very well make our way down to this yellow zone right here. Now, this is where the yellow zone comes into play. The numbers for this, guys, is about 8,000 to about 7,700, I believe. 7,800. There we go. So that is the zone I'm looking at. Now, the 2-day 21 EMA as well as the 2-day Tenkin is sitting here. But why I've highlighted the zone is also, guys, because this is not just the 2-day 21 and the 2-day Tenkin, but it's got a lot of confluence across many time frames. Once again, if you notice, this is also the daily Tenkin as well as the daily Kijun, as well as right here we have the bottom of the daily cloud. Okay, so now we have that on the daily. Now 2-day we already established, which was the Tenkin as well as the 21 EMA, correct? There we go. 3-day, what do we have there in the 3-day? 3-day, 3-day is the 21 EMA as well as the 3-day Tenkin. 4-day, what do we have there on the 4-day? Come on, work with me here. Cool. Oh man, this is too much. Now you know. Wow, okay, cool. 4-day 21 EMA as well as the 4-day Tenkin. Anything on the weekly? Let's go. Weekly, we officially get into no man's land. So that's on the weekly. Hopefully we don't get down there on the weekly. We don't close there on the weekly. I told you the significance of the cloud on the weekly. I want that weekly to close inside the damn cloud. All right. Hopefully that happens. Even on the monthly, this is, you know, kind of in that area, that gray area that you don't know what's going to happen. Actually, no, it's not that you don't know what's going to happen. If we actually do close here, I think it's going to be bearish because we've officially just been making lower highs this entire time. So I don't know, I do not want it to come down there. But also another reason why I do not want price coming down there, in fact, that should be like the maximum it should come down to, is because the thing with the bullish trends, right? If you are looking for a bullish trend, you're looking for higher highs and higher lows. Price coming down here would be like, it's like getting really tight there on that overall trend, because price making its way down here, we may actually just make a lower low, right? If we manage to break this right here, we have one high here, we have one high here, come back down here, that's going to be a lower low. I do not want price coming to this level. I definitely don't want price closing in this level. Maximum we could come to this daily Tenkin sitting at around 8,000, right? I think we would still kind of maintain those higher lows, but price coming down and selling on the Kijun or even the bottom of the cloud, I think is bad news for the bulls. I think the bears would be the more prevalent side at that point. But for now, the zones I'm looking at, we're on the daily, guys. The zones I'm looking at of support, the most immediate zone of support, the most strongest zone of support is 8,600 to 8,500. If we break that, I may expect something at this 8,400 level. Okay, this is a major horizontal, plus it is the 2-day Kijun. Okay, if we do not get supported there, this is my next zone. I am expecting price to come down to this yellow zone, which is sitting at around 8,000 to 7,800. We are, for the bulls, we are looking for higher highs and higher lows on the daily. That's what we want to see. Bitcoin, relatively right now, the momentum is looking bullish. Now, question is if we find support and make a bounce right off of it, I think that would be super, super bullish. If we can take back that nice, beautiful red 200 simple moving average, I think that would kind of solidify things a little more. In terms of the overall, what is this nice, beautiful descending channel that everyone's been playing, including myself. I remember kind of bringing it to your attention in one of my previous videos last year. Bitcoin has broken this pattern to the upside. The measured move for this channel is sitting at around 12,000 USD, 12,000 USD per BTC. But yeah, that is the measured move for this descending wedge that we have broken to the upside. We are finding resistance at the daily 200 MA. And now you guys know what support we have underneath us. You know where we need to close. Be careful of that. Take note of that. Know how to play it. It's always an if this, then that here at Mango. Remember, trade safely, trade stress-free. Play it the Mango way, play it the easy way, guys. Ciao.